Hello there, Aries. This is your happy horoscope for the month of November. So let's take a look and see what the cards have for you. Remember, the first card represents the energies that are going to be moving away. The second card shows us where you will be in the present. And then the final card kind of shows us where it's going to be taking you. And two cards popped up for you. So let's take a look. Oh, that's interesting. Cycles and patterns. Okay, so the energies that are moving away from you, the higher heart chakra, that is the chakra that rests between our heart and through our throat chakra. So in a lot of ways, it is how we communicate our feelings. Whether we communicate them or not has to do with this. So if your higher heart chakra is blocked, you're going to have a hard time letting people know how you feel. If it's wide open, you're going to have a hard time not expressing every single emotion that you have. It's a very powerful chakra, not only for how you express things to the world, but how you feel, okay, and how you internalize things as well. Because remember, you're also communicating with yourself. There's your higher self that communicates with you, and just as well as your what's going on within you. That kind of energy, for better or worse, is not going to be prevalent this month, okay? Could be you got it all out last month or in the past. It could be that it's a time to kind of keep silent. That's really what it feels like more to me, is that this is just a good time for you. November is going to be a month for Aries to kind of keep quiet, let things play out as they're going to be, hold back, okay? That is not easy for Aries. It's not easy for any fire sign, but it's going to be important for you, okay? So try to hold back this month and just listen before you express. A lot of times there's a big difference between hearing and listening. A lot of times we can hear a lot of stuff going on, but inside of our heads we're already figuring out what we're going to say. We're not really listening. This is your month, Aries, where you want to listen and hold off on responding until a better time, okay? Now, the present, cleanse and purify. It feels like whatever's been going on, anything negative is kind of going to get flushed out. It's still moving through you. Okay, so don't think it's completely done. It isn't. But it's kind of, this is a month for a clearing of energies, a clearing of things that aren't working, a clearing of any challenges that you've been going through. It's just, it's a good time. It's a good time to, you don't even have to work on it. You could just let it be. You don't have to spend a lot of time on it or anything. But it feels like whatever challenges, whatever's been going on, and they don't necessarily have to be challenges. It could just be, regular life, stresses, other stuff. It could be relationships. It could be your work maybe has been a little stagnant. Whatever it is, that's all. It's flushing through, and it's in motion. And it's the good thing about it is that the motion is picking up, so that the cleansing is kind of picking up as well. And you're going to be left with a better, you have the opportunity to be left with a better situation than you started out with. Okay? But you've got to let it, don't try to stop the flow of water. Don't try to stop the flow of purification, because that's what we do. We're ego-driven people, especially fire signs. We want to be in control. This is not a time to be in control. Okay? Don't stop the water. Let it continue to flow. And that is how it's going to, everything's just going to get better, okay? And then finally, where the energy is taking you, it's really interesting because two cards came out, the cycles and the patterns card. And it's, To put it really simply, you've been going through a cycle. Things are changing as they're cycling, because that's part of motion, is as things are in motion, they're always going to be changing. And where it's taking you is it's going to allow you to develop a new pattern. I think part of the cleansing process is that you have to let go of something. You have to let, it sounds corny, but the thought came to my head, so I have to say it. You have to let the floods of time wash away the past. Okay? I can't believe I just said that. Anyway, you have to let the past, let it go. Because what will happen is, as the cycle continues, new patterns will develop. It's always scary to let go of old stuff. You know, you like what you had. You don't want something new. You just want to keep things as they are. But what I'm feeling here is that the new pattern is going to be even better. And I think for you, Aries, this could be really positive, because you want new stuff in your life. You don't always want, you're not a big fan of patterns. Okay? You're always looking for new and improved. And what's going to happen is, if you allow the old stuff to wash away, you're going to be left with the opportunity to build a new and better pattern. And that is what you are best at, and what is going to make you feel most fulfilled and most happy, and you're going to end up in a much better place. Not that you're in a bad place right now, but you just think things are going to, you're gonna feel like really so much better, and you're gonna like almost forget about the old stuff. You're like, what was that? I already did that. Now I'm gonna go do this. Okay, Aries, have a wonderful November.